punish empty channels. That's right, punish empty channels. Now, why do we put it in this way? Why do I say it that way? It's because whenever the team that you're going against are all clustered, all close together on one side of the field, they're going to leave an entire side of it empty. And so there's no defenders over there. And so if one of your teammates are over there, you can pass them the ball, they'll be able to run up the field and go take a shot. And oftentimes that usually ends in a goal. So we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of this. Now, we want to have it in our mind, though, that once we see that somebody is out of position or that the team is out of position, it connects in our head, oh, they're doing something wrong, so I need to do this to get the goal, right? It's in a way, I'm going to punish them for being over here all close together. But if we don't understand that, if you can't recognize that on the field, then you're going to miss out on the opportunity. So as soon as you see everyone super close and formed and close together on one side of the field, then try to get your head up and look across the field to see if you have somebody else in the other channel. If they're alone, or if it's even one-on-one, then it's probably a good time to try to pass them the ball. Now, how do we do this effectively? Well, first and foremost, we'll go back to keeping the ball under our frame. We want to make sure that we have control of it. That's going to allow us to look around and do the first step of punishing empty channels. Now, the first step is to get our head up. So focus on your chin. If you can lift your chin and you can play with your chin up, then you will know that you are looking around, you have the ability to keep your head up. Because if we're looking down at the ball all the time, can I see anything that's going on here? No. So we want to make sure that our chin is up, our eyes are scanning the field, and we're looking for our teammates to be able to pass the ball effectively. Step 2 is knowing that there are 3 channels on the field. So here they are. We have our middle channel and then our 2 outside channels. Now, for my players who are at a young age, this is all that I ask them to understand, because I want them to know what the channels are and recognizing how we can move the ball through them. Now, whenever you're starting out, you may be in a formation such as here, the 3-3. So what I'll say is that don't worry about the numbers on each player. Only look at where the players are in the channels, okay? And so as the ball is moving forward, we're moving up as a team to try and score. But the defense is the back line, the strikers or the offense are the high line, okay? And so what happens is, as we're playing, is all of the defense and the team will start to go one side or the other. And if you see this, I'll show it to you, we'll build it out, okay? So as we see where everybody gets to one side, okay, this isn't what we want, because we want to make sure that we have somebody over to take advantage of this channel. And you can see how if there's no one in this channel, and if the ball squeaks over to this side somehow with another player, there's no one here that can stop them from running back towards our goal, okay? In the same way that if everybody's over here, but we have somebody with the ball, okay, we want to try to score. So let's say that this is the opposing team, the team that we're going against, and we are trying to move the ball. This is us. We're trying to move the ball down the field. And let's say that we've moved it into an area on this side of the field. And their defense and everybody on their team comes over and gets really close together and are all jumbled up on this one side of the field, okay? So they're in this channel and they're in the middle channel. Well, what we'd want to be looking for is a pass to this empty channel, because there's no one there, and then this player can either go in and get across or go in and then go get a shot on goal, right? So rather than trying to run through all of these players, all of these defenders, we can just pass over to the empty channel. And so it doesn't matter which side of the field that takes place on, because you'll see that it happens on both. We just want to keep our head up, keep our chin up, play with our eyes scanning the field, and look for those passes into those empty channels. So that is now step number 3, is getting the ball to our teammates who are in these empty channels. So if I have a teammate who's in this area, I would tell them or pass the ball softly over to this area to where they can run onto it and then have a chance to go score. So that's you taking control of the game and playing smart, because the best player on the soccer field is the smartest player on the soccer field. And so you can do these types of things to make your teammates better. That's what we mean by this. The best player on the field makes their teammates better. And so if I see that this is an empty channel and my teammate's here, then I could pass them the ball here, keeping the ball in the field of play, and have them run onto it and go try and get a goal. Or if they're already in a good position in this empty channel, I can pass it over to them, allowing them to receive it moving into the field or moving into a dangerous area to get a shot, to find another pass. So now the other side of this to understand and to know is that just because we pass the ball here and they have it doesn't mean that it immediately turns into a shooting opportunity. So sometimes, of course, everybody's going to panic and they're going to run the other way. So if they come over here and they stop the shot and they're just all moving like crazy, we can then just pass it back around and keep looking for the opportunity to where if we can get them spread out, we can then potentially have a shot of our own if we're not engaged with somebody right in front of us. We just don't want to take bad shots, but we do want to try to break through and get shots on goal. We do want to make sure that we are finding our teammates who are in these areas, in these empty channels, and giving them the opportunity to score and to be the best player that they can be. And lastly, number 4, if we have the ball on our foot and we notice that everybody is over scrunched up in one area and we're faster than they are and we have the ball on our foot, rather than trying to go through them, we can go to the outside, we can go into the empty channel and move down the field. So if we notice that we get the ball on our foot, but it's higher up the field and they all got bunched into this area, then we can run into the empty channel to avoid any of these players cutting us off and taking the ball away from us, rather than us trying to just run through all of this traffic. So running through traffic is something that I like to see my players do if they have the ball control to be able to do it. So that's something that we would want to look at within your own game, have you training to have better ball control. And then once you get to that level, having you taking players one-on-one every day, getting used to it. And that's something that I expect, because if we can break through this area and we can come out, we're right onto a goal. We're right onto a shooting opportunity. But if not, and if you're just getting used to it, it's okay to go around people. That's perfectly okay. Make sure that you're playing to get to goal and not playing worried that anybody's going to come and cut you off. Just always all out, go have fun, go get shots, make the game fun, make it extremely enjoyable for yourself. So on this scale, this is what it would look like in the top of the field where we're trying to get a goal. So this is just something, a larger view of what you might be experiencing. And so people will shift over to try to stop the ball. And since at a younger age, understanding your positioning on the field is difficult. I completely understand that. But that's something that you can know and understand and use to your benefit. So if you have a teammate who's over in this area and you pass them the ball, they have a good chance at getting a shot. They have a better chance at moving up the field into a dangerous area. Same on the opposite side. So we want to make sure that we're looking for overloads. If there's more people in one channel than another, we want to then take our opportunity to run past them and go score a goal. And that's what it's all about. That is what understanding punishing empty channels are all about. If they get caught where the team isn't running back, isn't moving together as a team, and they leave this area open, run and go take a shot. Have a blast. I hope you have a celebration ready because you're probably going to need it. So that is punishing empty channels on the basic scale. Now, there's a lot more to learn, but if you can understand that and if you can master that at a young age, you will be off to the races. And these are things that I teach my players in my academy teams. Every single day we go over these fundamentals, understanding, playing with our head up, playing with the ball under my frame, and looking for these empty channels, trying to find these overloads, moving the ball and giving great passes to my teammates to get lethal, to get goal scoring opportunities, to make our team extremely effective and have us playing at the best of our ability. Now, I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready to get out there and train, because this is going to bring so much of what you're looking for to be the best player on the field. So watch this video a few times, if not once a week, to make sure that you are understanding and keeping this foundation in your head as you're playing, because you want to make sure that you are playing with your chin up, the ball under your frame, and you're moving the ball and looking for empty channels. Because if you find that you're playing the ball into empty channels to your teammates, you are playing amazing passes and you are playing at a very high level. And so this is going to give you the opportunities that you're looking for, and it's going to help you to be the player that you know you can be.